Howdy, hi. It is Do Your Job Sports WNBA picks and predictions for Friday, May 16th, 2025. We're looking at the best bets of the day. Let's get into the video. All right. I am very, very excited for the WNBA season. This will mark the end of the NBA videos, as there's only going to be 4 teams left. So we'll have at most like 6 games a week at most. I'm not doing that. I like the WNBA a hell of a lot more than I like betting on the NBA. Is the quality of basketball as good? No, not even close. Is it much more entertaining and easier to bet? Yes. This is literally free money. So we got 3 games for opening night. One with the new expansion team playing. Should be a good day of basketball. Let's get into the games. First game of the season, it is the Atlanta Dream heading into DC to take on the Washington Mystics. Neither of these teams are really supposed to be that good this year. However, I think Atlanta is going to absolutely crush the Mystics. So, the Dream, they fired their old coach. They got a new coach from the college ranks, loves the 3-ball, big 3-point girl. The Mystics, they got rid of their best players and they drafted a lot of young talent. You had Citron out of Notre Dame, and then Georgia Moore out of Duke? Kentucky? I think Kentucky. I forget. I don't think either of them are going to be very good for the first half of the season. It's going to take them a while to get adjusted to the league. They're both guards. College basketball is not nearly as physical as the WNBA. And this Atlanta Dream team is big, and they're old. So the veterans that the Atlanta Dream team added, Brittany Griner down low, had fun scoring around the paint, and then Brianna Jones. They also keep on their roster Jordan Canada, Ryan Howard, and Alicia Gray. So you're going to tell me a college coach who has had success her entire career comes to a roster loaded with Ryan Howard, Alicia Gray, and Jordan Canada. 3 of those girls can shoot. Now, Brittany Griner, she's not shooting it from deep. Brianna Jones every once in a while will load up from yard, but you got 3 really good 3-point shooters right there. I think they're going to destroy this team. Now, that being said, this team is going to be very versatile. If you are live by the 3, die by the 3, you're going to win you're going to win some games you're not supposed to, but you're also going to lose games you are supposed to win. But I think they destroy them here. I think the inexperience of the Mystics is really going to bite them in the ass here. Going to take them a while to be good. I think by the end of the season, this is a Mystics team we're going to be backing with Amore and Citron getting their first year under their belt. But in the first game at home, I think the lights are too big, and the veterans on Atlanta kind of give us a little belt-to-ass situation. So give me the Dream minus the 6.5. Also taking the over 156.5. If they're shooting a bunch of threes and the rookies on the Mystics are ready to get out and run, this might be a high-scoring game. So give me the Dream and give me the over. Next game we're looking at, this is probably the game of the night, unless you consider the new expansion team playing in their first home game the game of the night. But I don't, because this is one team who is supposed to be one of the best teams in the league in the Minnesota Lynx. And then what might be the most interesting team this year is the Dallas Wings. Last year, the Lynx finished runner-up. They lose Game 5 of the finals to the Liberty by 2 points. They kept their entire team. They're going to be really good again. They have one of the top 3 players in the league with Nafisa Collier. Now, the Dallas Wings. Last year, they were horrible. 9-31 on the season. However, they were so bad, they then got to draft Paige Beckers first overall in the draft. Now, she's pretty good, but if you recall from last year, Caitlin Clark, the first half of the season for the Indiana Fever, they were not good. She was not good. It takes a while to adjust to the physicality and just overall play style of the WNBA. So I do think the Dallas Wings they're probably a team like the Mystics, to be honest. We're going to fade them a bunch in the first half of the season. Then, once their rookies figure out how to play ball and how to operate in the W, we're going to back them. Now, in terms of the teams, the Lynx, they did not really change their roster. Like I said, they got a top 3 player in the league with Nafisa Collier. It's Asia Wilson, it's Nafisa, and then it's Caitlin Clark. There's not really any debate for that. Her and Courtney Williams, they're going to run this team. One thing about the Lynx is they know their roles. Come crunch time, we're going to give the ball to Nafisa. We're going to let Courtney Williams operate the point, really distribute the ball around the team. And they just have a bunch of really solid veterans on this team who want to go out there and win a ring. The Wings, they got a bunch of mouths to feed. So you have Paige Beckers, who's going to require the ball in her hand a decent amount of the time, as she's now their true point guard. Arike Agumbawale, she gets to go back for the 2 spot. Last year, she was required to man the point. They had Ohio State rookie J.C. Sheldon. She's no longer on this team. I think she is in Connecticut. So they also, on the team, have Nalissa Smith coming over from Indiana, I think. They just got a lot of mouths. I don't think it's going to work in the first half of the season. They're going to have to play a few games, get some experience under their belt. But I do think this is a team we're going to be backing in the second half. Just not the first half. I think the Lynx are going to take a poopy all over the Wings. So give me the Lynx and then give me the over 164.5. Should be a high-scoring game. At the end of the day, Dallas is not going to play defense. Agumbawale, not really defense. Paige Beckers, she's too small to play defense. No, this team ain't playing no defense. Give me the Lynx. Give me the over. Last game here. This is the weirdest one of the day. 100% the game I will have the smallest bet on. It is the LA Sparks taking on the Golden State Valkyries. I'm going to take the Valkyries plus 6.5 in their first ever home WNBA game. Also going to take the under of 162.5. This is this is a completely new roster for the Valkyries. In essence, they got the 6th best player on every single WNBA team, plus one person who came over in free agency, and a few draft picks. That is their roster. The Sparks team, they were horrible last year. They added Kelsey Plum. If you think she's going to make that much of a difference, I think you're wrong. They still have Hamby on the team. Cameron Brink is injured, so she's not going to be playing until about a month into the season. I really don't know how to look at this game, because again, you had a Sparks team that last year was horrible at basketball. They then add Kelsey Plum. They keep a few key pieces on the team, but you don't have anyone to rim protect. Cameron Brink's not going to be back for a while, so you're playing absolutely zero defense. Then the Valkyries, on the other hand, I don't know what to expect from this team. They're an expansion team. Historically, expansion teams in the WNBA have not done well, but in their first home game of the year, I think I'm going to back them plus 6.5. That's a big number to be laying on the road. Also going to take the under 162.5. The Valkyries are going to struggle on offense. They don't really have any true shooters from deep. So I need to see a game, actually not one game, I need to see multiple games from both of these teams to really judge how I'm going to bet them this season. So for this one, just give me the home team in their first game ever in the W at plus 6.5 and the under 162.5. But like I said, 100% going to be the smallest wager I have here. And that's going to do it for me in this video. I am beyond excited for this WNBA season. College basketball was good. It's great to make money there. The NBA we made money on. This should be the real bread and butter. I don't think Vegas gives a shit about the WNBA, so they just throw out these lines willy-nilly. There is serious value to be had come 2 to 3 weeks into the WNBA season when we have legitimate stats on how these teams are playing. We are going to be rolling in shmoney. Okay, that's going to do it for me in this video. I appreciate you guys watching and tuning in, and I will catch you in the next one. Peace.